So I did not know a lot of the information I shared with you in the other video when I first got started, which is about 12 years ago. I found out I was pregnant with my first child, and like every mom, they tell you to eat healthy and watch what you're eating because you're pregnant. And then they told you, be careful for some things that you might be taking health-wise or putting on your skin because you're pregnant and it goes to the baby. We were renovating at the time, or quite a bit, and they said, some of that stuff you don't want to be around while you're pregnant. So it just got me started to thinking, well, if it's important while you're pregnant, is it not important when you're not? I'm breathing and it goes in my lungs, and it only counts when I'm pregnant. So it kind of got me thinking a little bit more about my health and what I was exposing myself to or what I was putting in my body on a normal basis. So after our son was born, I started an in-home daycare. And, with little kids comes germs, and cold and flu season would always be such a drag because somebody was always puking or noses were running. And, I do my best to clean up. I'd bleach the toys down every day. That was a common thing I did. I scrubbed our counters with bleach, wiped with disinfectant cleaners, and used hand sanitizer all the time. I made sure we were taking our chewable vitamin C's, our little character multivitamins, drinking water and eating healthier, at least the best I knew how at the time. And it still wasn't making any difference. And I was kind of telling my mom, I love having these littles and I have to comfort them, but, it's just dragging me down. I just can't keep going to where I don't feel good. And she said, I just got these essential oils, and why don't I send you a bottle of Thieves and a diffuser? And I thought, I don't see how a little bottle of oil is going to make a difference in a room mister. How's that going to affect your health? But my mom knows her stuff, and she cared enough to send it, so I was going to try it. So I ran the diffuser in our home, and I rubbed the oils on our feet, and, after a while, I started noticing, we're not getting sick, and I feel pretty good, something's different. And, cold and flu came around and we weren't getting it. And I tell people that our kids didn't have the flu while they were really little. It wasn't until a couple years ago when we took a trip and we all caught the flu, and it was like a 24-hour thing. It's the first time they'd all thrown up. So it's pretty crazy. So anyways, eventually we did have colds, but we used to get those sinus colds and they'd last for 2.5 weeks, and, it'd be awful. And when we were faithful to keep the Thieves on us, we were, maybe a couple days down, and then we were good. So I just started really noticing the difference it made in our health, and then I wanted to see what else they had, and I found out they had a cleaner because bleach it really bothered me when I used it for cleaning. I didn't like it on my skin. I didn't like the poison thing with having the children in the house. It made me really nervous. And so I started using a Thieves cleaner, spraying down my counters with them. And I noticed right away, oh, this smells good. It smells really good, and it's cleaning my home. And I thought, well, we'll see how well it is. I didn't toss all my stuff at first. It was still in my cupboards. And I just thought, we'll see how it goes. But the more I fell in love with it, the more I saw it working in our home, I, one by one, started getting rid of them. So I started cleaning the kids' toys with that and just feeling way better about that option. So that's basically how we got into essential oils, and I just started trying more products from there and swapping out other things. So it worked really well for us, and we've been using them for over 10 years now, and I honestly would not look back. So if this is the question for this video, do you have children that are in your home or ones that visit your home? If so, put that in the comments below so that you can be entered in for the prize that we'll be drawing for at the end of this class. Well, in a couple of days when I close the draw. Okay? So enter that in the comments below.